Alright, we are drafting. It's Josh here, draftmagic.com. We'll take a mayor, but passing some green cards, I guess. Essence, Prey Upon, and Hamlet Captain. Thankfully there's like a Victim of Night in the pack that might entice someone into another color. Maybe like Voice of Spirit, Abattoir Ghoul. So I suspect we'll have some green neighbors. That's fine. We got a mayor. We are going to follow that up with a Dark Thicket Wolf over the Hamlet Captain and the Watchkeep. I'm not a big fan of, like, for example, green-red anything, let alone green-red werewolves. I don't think it's a very good archetype. With all the moon mists you want in the world, I'm not a big fan. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I got a sweet werewolf, let's just take all the werewolves. I don't like that plan. I'd rather just take the Dark Thicket Wolf. Keep myself open. Grasp is pretty good. You can play green-blue without the self-mill. Self-mill will be fine too, but like if I could find a spider spawning, great. But Grasp is the best card in this pack, and we are going to take it, especially with no green cards. Here it's going to be the Mystics over the Hallowhenge, just 4 mana. Rather than 5, we'll have plenty of time to fill out the 5 drop. Rather fill out the earlier places in the curve, and there's really nothing from any other color that will entice me here. Alright, so here we've got the choice of Pilgrim and Travel Preps. Travel Preps are splashable. I'm still kind of leaning towards the Pilgrim. I think I'll take the Pilgrim and just that doesn't force me into, well, playing white. It does help me splash white if I want to in the future. Yeah, we'll just take the Pilgrim here. I don't want to commit to the white splash. Travel Preps is outside playable without the, like, borderline playable without the white, but it's borderline. So the choices here: Grizzled Outcast, a blue like Lantern Spirit or Stitched Apprentice, or a Shimmering Grotto. I don't mind taking Shimmering Grotto here. I don't have much incentive on the self mill yet, so I don't know if I take a mulch. I think most of these cards are replaceable. I'm going to take the Outcast here, but no, I'm going to take the Grotto. I always hate when I end a draft with no Grottos. I think it's going to help the Travel Preps out. That's pretty sweet. Whether or not I'm actually green-white or not. It could be green-white, and it could also help me splash a grass, which is certainly splashable. So, yeah, take the Travel Preps there. I really like having Grottos. It's just like especially for these, like the whole cycle of Travel Prep, like spider spawning, Unburial Rites, the what's it called? Feeling of Dread. All those cards will be playable whether I'm green, white, green, blue, and like they'll all be pretty decent cards if I can support them, and Grotto lets me support them rather than just take a random 5 drop, which I'm sure by the end of this draft I will. I'm very likely to have enough 5 drops. And here's just Ambush Viper over Spidery Grasp. Ooh, Hamlet Captain on the wheel. Can I get the one in the next pack too? That'd be sweetness. Oh, nope. I'll take the Sensory Deprivation. Was it the next, or was it this pack coming up that had the other Hamlet Captain? I don't remember if it was 2 in a row. I think it was 2 in a row. The second one got scooped up by someone. Here we'll take the Vigil. Curse. Well, the equipment actually seems like it might be pretty good. We've got a few humans. Some of them flip into non-humans, but we've got 4 humans already. So we're leaning to green-blue, but I can really be green anything at this point. This is a crazy pack. I believe it's just going to be Slayer here over the Murder. The Brimstone Volley is supportable. The Priest is supportable, but I mean, Slayer's better than Priest for sure. Slayer's better. Yeah, Slayer is the best card in the pack, and there's no question I'll be able to at least splash him, whether I'm green-blue or green-white or whatever. I already have a Pilgrim, a Grotto, and a Vigil, and I might just be green-white anyway. So I think that's actually, now that I think about it, the easy pick. But there's a lot of goodies here. Like Murder Crows would be nice if the Slayer was not here, as would Brimstone Volley. Yeah, here I'm just taking the Pilgrim over the Outcast, the Spirit, and the Lumberknot. There's a good chance I get to wheel something from this pack. So here we're looking at Bonds, Butcher's Cleaver, Claustrophobia is an option, Scab's a lesser option. I don't have much reason to self-mill, and I think it's just Cleaver over Bonds here. I'd rather not take the double blue. Bonds is still splashable if I am going to be splashing white. But, yeah, I think Butcher's Cleaver is just the pick here. I've got enough humans that it's pretty insane. Evil Twin. It's sort of a question of how greedy can I be, or how greedy do I need to be is probably the more likely question. Like, I have a pretty sweet pile of cards here, and trying to splash Evil Twin, as feasible as it might be even, to splash, like, to be green-blue, splashing Slayer and Evil Twin, I may not be something I need to do. Delver doesn't look too good here at the moment. Deranged Assistant probably not needed, at the moment at least. So it's Blazing Torch or Evil Twin. There's such a discrepancy in power level that I'm taking the Evil Twin, but I'm gonna try not to let myself jump through hoops to make that one work. So what that means is I avoid taking the Noble here. So yeah, I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take the Ulvenwald Mystic over Moon Heron. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think I still just want to keep myself open to what my second color is. And I know I'm playing green. It's not a huge drop off from. I think Moon Heron's a little bit better than the Mystics. You really got to be careful not to treat him as a 5/5 regenerator. He's much more often a hill giant. But we'll take him. This pack's got a whole lot of not much. We're going to take the Cobbled Wings here, oddly enough, because it might be something we want to side into. I'm not going to plan on main decking it, but our attacks are all ground based right now, and against like the Fortress Crab deck, we might want a way of flying through. Between Moment of Heroism, Village Elders, Think Twice, even Fortress Crab. I don't think I need a Fortress Crab here. I mean, whether or not I'm more likely to playing white or blue here, I think Moment of Heroism is something I'd much rather want to have access to, then I think twice. I think it's better than the Village Bellringer. It gets a little closer because of like Butcher's Cleaver, I suppose. Just give me another human, but and like sharpened pitchfork. But I think I want a trick more than I want a creature right now. I've got a lot of creatures. Here it's between the Occultist and the Smite. I'm gonna take the Occultist. I could also take the Grasp, but I think I'm just gonna take the Occultist. Ooh. I think the Harbor makes more sense than the Fox. I've got a whole lot of 2-drops, and it's not even clear that white is a main color. It could still easily be a splash. Naturalize or Parasaline? I'll take the Naturalize. Though Parasaline is sometimes better than Naturalize, like against like a Curse deck with a self-mill. Not self-mill, like mill the opponent deck. And it's also sometimes randomly good against like blue-white with a bunch of sensory deprivations and claustrophobias and bonds and whatever. And we've passed a few of those. Alright, so some good cards here. We're looking at... I'm sort of eyeing that Sever, but... Well, could be green, black, splash, blue, and white. The question is whether I really need to do that. Like, Sever's really good. It's a really good card. So, like, if I were to take Sever, it wouldn't be the worst. Like, the plan would be play Sever, Evil Twin, Grasp, and Slayer, all as sort of splashes, leaning with a lean towards black. Which actually sounds kind of cool, but there's other good options here. Like I could just take Galvanic Juggernaut or Travel Preps. I'm gonna take the Travel Preps. Okay. Hopefully I don't regret not taking that Sever. The problem with Travel Preps is there was a chance it was wheeling. Could have just taken the Juggernaut, but my 4-drops look okay right now anyway. Here I'm taking a Wolf. And yeah, nothing's really close to that. Yeah, Civilized Scholar I think fits the bill. Nothing else really catching my attention. So yeah, it looks like we're green-blue. Green-blue, I don't know if I'm playing sensory deprivations. Green-blue, splashing Slayer, and Evil Twin. I think I can do that. I think I can manage to squeeze this Evil Twin in here. And like, ooh, yeah, Silent the Pressure. And of course I'm splashing these Travel Preps too, right? But I have the 2 Pilgrims plus the Grotto plus Caravan Vigil to help that out. Take a Silent Departure here. Probably not playing these sensory deprivations. Sensory deprivations are they're good, but they're more suited in a defensive deck. I think I'm pretty aggressive here at the moment. I do have a fair share of humans here, too. So we're looking at Orchard Spirit. Feeling a Dread is actually an option. Bellringer's lesser option. I think I'm choosing between Spirit and Feeling a Dread. I think I just want another creature right now. Goes well with the 2 travel preps too. It's evasive. We don't have too much evasive right now. A lot of solid creatures, just nothing evasive. Splinter Fright's cool, just this isn't quite the deck for it. Looking more towards Blazing Torch. Deranged Assistance not really needed here. I don't have too much value out of my graveyard. I mean, I have Silent Departure, Travel Preps, and Grasp that flash back, but that's it. And ramping from 2 to 4 is not a huge issue. I have a lot of 2 drops. I also have some 3 drops. I think I'm fine just curving out. And I also have the Pilgrims that help me do a bit of ramping. So yeah, it's just Blazing Torch here. See, I'll get a 5 drop. Actually, I'd consider Lost in the Mist here over Grizzled Outcast. If it was an earlier pack, then I'd just take the Outcast, but because like there's a good chance you get a Lost in the Mist later. Did I see one in an earlier pack that might wheel? Like Lost in the Mist actually seems really good in this deck, because I'm get that early board presence. Screw that. I think Lost in the Mist really fits well. This one's worth a few tickets, like 2. But this one actually helps me cast the Evil Twin. So I mean, 2 Grottos in this deck might slow me down a little bit, but I mean, I actually have a lot of 2 drops, and I'm definitely very heavy on the forest, so like not being able to play a 3 drop isn't that huge of a concern, especially since my 2 drops are all solid. It's not like I'm like they're all fine on turn 3, or almost all of them are. So maybe slowing down my 4 drop is a little bit more of a concern, but we are the slightest bit greedy here, so I think that makes sense. We were going to get another Lost in the Mist. I don't think I want to. I do have a Naturalize. I don't need to. Like, I'm not playing the Silver Chase Fox main. Yeah, we'll take another Lost in the Mist. What's the better play here? Witchbane Orb for the sideboard, or Knot of the Bone as a hate draft / sideboard, I suppose. I'm gonna take the Witchbane Orb. I think a deck that wanted a Knot of the Bone already probably has a Knot of the Bone. So there's low impact. Like, yeah, maybe they get 2 if they really wanted to, but Witchbane Orb's a nice one to have. Just completely massacres a mill deck. So, I mean, oh yeah, and against Knot of the Bone decks, we also have the 3 Curse of Oblivions. It should be noted. Incidentally. Alright. Maybe. We're playing the 2 travel reps, though. Pitchfork, I think, is making it in there. Scholar, Orchard Spirit, Occultist, and Cleaver. Grasp. Let's put all these guys in for now, and we'll see. I can actually see myself playing 2 Lost in the Mist in this deck. This deck's pretty sweet. I mean, I can definitely play 16 lands. The question is whether I can really justify this Evil Twin. Alright, let's say no Lost in the Mist and try to squeeze in this Evil Twin. So what would my mana base look like? They're suggesting this. One swamp's enough, one plane's enough. 3 islands, not so much. It's sort of like 4 with the harbor. I go down to 7 for... Makes the Lost in Mist a lot worse. Since it's like 5 islands and 2 grottos, so it costs more like 6 mana a lot of the time. I think 7 forests is the absolute minimum, because I would like to Pilgrim turn 1. Even though, like, so I do have like Harbor and Grottos, but those don't allow for turn 1 Pilgrims. I think this mana base is actually fine. So like if I didn't play Evil Twin, I think I'm likely to be playing another Lost in the Mist instead. And my mana base would turn into something like this. No. Let's go for power. The deck's pretty good with or without Evil Twin though. But I don't know. I feel like I can. I feel like I actually can support it, and it just the deck seems a bit more fun that way. And an extra little semi-bomb. And we are short on removal. Like our removal's limited to bouncing and Slayer. Otherwise, getting the Evil Twin in there too seems all right. And we have the Blazing Torch too. Would have been nice to get like a Prey Upon or two, but it was not to be. So we'll stick to this, see how this goes. I think the deck's pretty awesome.